All right, guys. So today I wanted to talk about value. There's I guess kind of like I said this in the group earlier in a live video that I did driving in my car, that if B2C, people are thinking, okay, I provide value because I'm doing a niche. Like I heard someone talking about you build drones, right? Or let's just say, for instance, you're a kite surfer or something like that. There's a thing going on about whether or not you should do something that you like or whether you're passionate about. And some people say, no, you don't have to do that. But I disagree, because you're going to have to keep doing what you do over and over and over again, right? So now I'm in the internet marketing space, how to make money online space or whatever, but I really like doing this. And I really like providing value behind this microphone every day. And another thing that I can tell you that I like to do is teaching people how to hustle, right? And I've done this over and over and over again. I've also taught people how to travel when I was traveling, hey, get out there, get your passports, and talked about some of the better places to be. But I can also tell you this. I really love fishing, right? I'm not the greatest fisherman. Sometimes I don't catch, right? But I can tell you that I really love to fish. And I think that if I was to try to make that into a niche, it would kind of piss me off, because I don't want to be filming while I'm trying to fish. I guess because I'm not the greatest fisherman, I really have to concentrate on trying to catch them. So I don't want to make that a niche, but I do love being behind this microphone and getting behind the microphone on while I'm trying to catch fish wouldn't really work, right? Because I really like broadcasting in the sense of how I'm broadcasting right now. So I love broadcasting, and what I want you to do is stack your value, right? So I love broadcasting. Do you love writing? Do you love audio, like broadcasting, podcasting? Do you love video? Can you cut videos? Do you mind doing videos? Do you want to get in front of camera, right? If that's the case, you need to find out what you like. You need to stack that up first, right? What is it that you like to do? How do you like to convey your message, right? That's the number one thing we want to do, right? So I'm going to put this on the board, right? Because right now, just looking at my group, if you haven't joined FHP.io, go join it. That's Funnel Hacker Pro. And we have a lot of fun in the group. We talk about the same things we're talking about now, but sometimes I give extended free training there. So go ahead and join FHP.io. All right, so let's go ahead and buzz down what I'm talking about right now. And stacking your value is really important, right? So let's show you what that kind of looks like. So this is value. And I kind of want you to think about the three things that you can do. Now, eventually you want to do them all, but I'm going to show you how to do that. So number one is, I'll talk about that later. So number one is you need to stack, first of all, what you like to do. The first thing, would you prefer to write every day? Now, remember that, okay, so this is granted that you have to do this every day, right? So let's just put this hashtag, and we'll just put ED right there. No matter what you do, you're going to have to do the work every day, right? There's no way around that, okay? So now, do you like to write every day? All right, which would be in the form of a blog post, right? Or do you like to broadcast, which would be in a podcast, okay? And do you like to do videos? And videos are kind of like what I'm doing right now, right? So now, if you guys can see, I got a little circle in the corner with myself. You can see me in the corner here, right? I have a circle so I can start to show myself on video. I had nothing against it before. I just didn't feel like I needed to show myself, but I see people have more of a connection when you can see me, like, oh, hi, right? You can have more of a connection with me, and that's cool. I can dig it, right? So, but it's also broadcasting, right? So people like Joe Rogan, which I aspire to be better than Joe Rogan, but that type of thing, right? So which one do you prefer, right? So we're going to stack that, right? The next thing is your niche. So let's stack down your niche, right? So what niche, what do you like to do, right? And here's the thing. If you don't like to do something, then you'll keep doing things until you figure out what it is you do like. But what I want you to do is try to find something that you, now I have a friend, right? He's like my little brother, and he doesn't like anything. Nothing. Like, right? Nothing. He doesn't like sports. He doesn't like fishing. He doesn't like the beach. He doesn't, but he does like to travel, right? But he doesn't like filming shit, and he won't do podcasts, and he won't do blogs. That won't work. But if you like to travel, or, and you do need to niche down to say, okay, I want to just build drones, or I want to do a travel blog, which that's kind of saturated, but still. But now traveling is like, okay, so I'm traveling around the world, but if you look at, I want you to Google on YouTube, people are traveling on sailboats around the world. Or like for me, for instance, I've traveled for 15 years, over 65 countries. I'm cool with traveling in different countries, but I will travel in France, and I'll just travel around France, and I'm niched down to French tourism, right? And things that go on in France or whatever. And then I'll niche you down even more and talk about the Mediterranean and just the Côte d'Azur, the French Riviera. And that's all I'll be talking about, right? And so I'll be really niched down in my travels and how to make money, be a digital nomad, but my traveling will be restricted to just the Mediterranean and all of the baller shit you can do down here, right? So niche down is something. I like to travel. I love to go visit new restaurants and experience new shit, speak different languages or whatever. And I really love France. It's my second home, right? It's really my first home now. I love France. And I love broadcasting. So now I'm stacking that value up. Now, the next thing you want to do with value is actually give information. All right. I should use a different color here. So is actually give information. So you have number one. Well, see, I just said I should use a different color, and I'm going to be a dick and not use another color. All right, so come on, Sonny. So that's number one, right? Number two is you need to figure out a niche. And number three, you need to give away as much information as you possibly can to help people with that situation. So you need to pick a niche, first of all, to find out. And I'll show you guys how to get niche down, but there's a giveaway down there with 45 approved niches that you can go into business right now that I've already done the research, and I know that they're good niches. Just download that down below. There's a link down below to get those niches, right? Once you figure out one of those things you do, then you go give the information, right? So I had another student of mine named Andrew Kirby that has a hard time trying to figure out how to provide value. You don't have to be a perfectionist, and you don't have to be an expert at building drones. The title of the videos can be Building My First Drone, and build it out. People want to see that because they want to build their first drone too, right? So figure that part out, build your first drone, do an entire series on that, and keep doing that over and over and over again. Everything that has something to do with drones, right? And what you then do is you put your affiliate links down. You tell people, hey, download my top cheapest places that I buy my drone parts. Download that, get their email information, and every time you have an affiliate, something come out, and that's how you're going to start making your money, right? Now, this works for agencies too. In my next video, I'm going to show you how you can do this for agencies. But what I want to do is first show you how to stack your value and how to stack it up where you can enjoy doing it. So number one, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to take off. Number one is you need to figure out whether you want to write it, you want to talk about it, or you want to shoot it. The next thing is you want to figure out something you love to do that you will write or talk about every day. That's a given. The next thing is providing that information. And if you don't have, you're not expertise, and you're going to have to read books. You're going to have to actually go do the work, figure out how to get that skill as fast as possible, and then show yourself building that skill. So even if all you wanted to do is show, hey, how do I learn to play guitar, right? Without learning to read music, okay, which is a pain point. And then start playing the guitar every day. Well, the first thing you're going to do is kind of go through your scales every day and show people doing that exercise and the different licks that you're trying and the different resources that you're using to learn how to play the guitar. That would be interesting, right? So that's my point in saying that, right? So that's your stack right there. Figure out how you're going to tell people, figure out what you're going to tell people, and then tell them. That's it, right? And you want to keep doing that every day.
Coffee break.